like Bill Hicks said, they lie about marijuana. Tell you pot smoking makes you unmotivated. Lie! When you're high, you can do everything you normally do just as well. You just realize it's not worth the fucking effort. All these things we do because we think we have to do them, and just to survive. And on the surface, in the world of the holographic illusion, it does seem like that. But if we can realize how we're manifesting reality, we don't need to be controlled by the constraints of, well, I need to do this to survive, so I can't do what I really want to do. We need to go for it with that knowledge, with that knowing, and realize that it will all work out. Because it's a musical thing. And we're supposed to sing and dance. Not worry, oh my God, what a world. What's going to happen tomorrow? We're supposed to sing and dance. And real religion is the transformation of anxiety into laughter. We do not laugh enough. We need to laugh because the world is mad. It's insane. Why do we take it seriously? This is an indigenous Australian proverb. We are all visitors to this time, this place. We're just passing through. Our purpose here is to observe, to learn, to grow, to love. And then we return home to infinity. No mention there about, I must succeed, I must be someone. I'm all that is, has been, and never can be. And I must be someone. It's madness. And only perceptual imprisonment cannot see the madness. What is success? Well, success is a lot of money and a big car and being famous, and then people think you're successful, and that's good. Who gives a shit what other people think? Whether we're successful or not. What's it matter? As long as we're doing what we want to do, it doesn't matter if people perceive it as successful or not. It doesn't matter. Why do we make it matter? Insecurity. That's why we make it matter. What is success? If you look at the success of the world of the illusion, the program, it's all about more. How much more money than last year? How much more status? How much more is taken from the earth and turned into more things that people don't really want? How many more things are made? How much more land is covered in concrete? How many more are treated for illness? They're always saying in Britain, we're treating more people than ever before. Why? Why are so many people ill? They don't see that. Why don't we stop people being ill and then we don't have to treat so many people because so many people need treatment? No, we're treating more people than ever before. It's all about more. How much more growth? Economic growth. Oh, yes, that's the symbol of success. More growth this year. Economic growth is the measurement of the amount of money generated in goods and services in any year. And so when there's a terrible environmental disaster, cleaning it up adds to economic growth because of what is spent to clean it up. Now, wisdom success, expanded consciousness success is very different. It doesn't count its success in more, but in fewer. How few are in need than last year? How few are unhappy? How few feel unloved? How few are unfulfilled? How few are homeless? How few are ill? How few are in fear? They are measurements of the true success of a society, not the mores, the fewers. How am I happy? Are you successful? Let me see. Am I happy? No. Oh, well, I've got this job. No. Are you happy? Well, not really. Well, that's not very successful. Why are you not happy? If you want to be successful, find out why you're not happy and then become happy, become joyous. Do I have joy in my life? Am I at peace? Do I love my life? Doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter how much money you make or don't make. Doesn't matter where you live. Do I love my life? Am I at peace? Do I have joy? Am I happy? They are the symbols of true success, not more and more accumulation of things. It's a musical thing. You're supposed to sing and dance. And this is a near-death experiencer who said, I've never interviewed anyone who had a near-death experience who told me that they came back to make more money or to spend more time at their jobs away from their families. Instead, they become convinced that they need to be more loving and kind. They react to their experience by living life to its fullest. They believe their lives have a purpose, even if that purpose is obscure to them. Invariably, it involves concepts such as love or of family or service to others. Nothing there about more, I must succeed. So, what's the answer? It's not finding a solution to what's going on. That's how we got into this mess. It's removing the cause of the problem. You can put your hand in a saucepan and wait for it to cool down, or you can find a solution. Oh, can you get me some ointment? Or you can remove the cause of the problem, and then the problem's finished with. The cause of the problem is that we are not conscious beyond mind. Most people are not conscious beyond mind. Removing the problem is becoming conscious beyond mind. Becoming into a state of not pixel awareness, seeing only the pieces, but picture awareness, seeing how the pieces fit. And you can only see how the pieces fit with expanded awareness. As awareness expands, the picture becomes clearer and clearer. As it contracts, it goes into pixels and pieces, and you can't see anything except individual things that don't seem to be connected. We need to move from body-mind awareness into infinite awareness, and that comes from self-identifying with infinite awareness, and from that, everything else comes. As Ibn Alexander said, to experience thinking outside the brain is to enter a world of instantaneous connections that make ordinary thinking seem like some hopelessly sleepy and plodding event. This world that we're experiencing, that he experienced beyond, is a world of village idiocy compared with what there is to experience beyond it. Our truest, deepest self is completely free. It is not crippled or compromised by past actions and concerned with identity or status. It comprehends that it has no need to fear the earthly world, and therefore it has no need to build itself up through fame or wealth or conquest. Am I happy? Do I have joy? Do I love my life? The true symbols of success. My daughter Kerry, she went to live in Africa for a while. And she lived among people that we would call in abject poverty. She said, I've never met so many happy people in my life. Because they understood with their material deprivation what really mattered. And it wasn't what it would be to materialistic people in the Western world. Are you your heart or your brain? A study said most people define themselves through the brain and not through the heart. Again, we changed that, we changed the world, because it's moving from a heart connection with reality to a head and gut connection that has pulled us into this low vibrational state. The lady who runs the Heart Math Institute in America that studies the impact of the heart vortex, the heart chakra, the heart point of intelligence, said that she had this technique when she was a therapist where she would put the client in a chair and she would sit in the other chair, and she would ask the client to tell them their problem from their head. And she would listen and write it all down, and symbolically they would change chairs. And she said, now tell me your problem from your heart. What does your heart say? And she said it was like talking to two totally different people about the same problem. And the reason is the head thinks, the heart knows. The heart comes from a much more expanded point of observation of everything, including the problem, than the head. And therefore, she was, in effect, talking to two different points of observation, or, quote, people.